All right, y'all. Welcome back. April 12th, Monday. No starter today because, again, my starters, y'all, are for me to check. Did you do what you were supposed to do the day before? And if we go back and we look, the last class period, right, we worked on the introduction, an introductory paragraph on what the introductory paragraph would look like. So that's what we did what was that, Thursday? Or was that even a Wednesday? Was that a Thursday or Wednesday? I think it was maybe even a Wednesday. So we did that, okay? I gave you an opportunity to write an introductory paragraph as well for extra credit. I have 8 people that took advantage of that. I have not graded those yet, just to give you a heads up. I've not graded those yet. But here we go, April 12th, no starter. Let's go to the summary page, give you a heads up on what we're doing today, what we're getting into. Today, you're going to use maps, charts, graphs to analyze the impact of nuclear weapons, okay? So we moved, our unit now is Asia. We're going to spend like 2 to 3 days on different countries. Japan, we're going to look at North and South Korea. We're going to look at Vietnam, Cambodia, Myanmar, China. Okay, we're going to focus on all of these countries throughout the rest of this quarter. It's just giving you a heads up. We'll probably spend anywhere from 2 to 4 days on each of those countries. So North Carolina Standard Course of Study, we're going to use maps, charts, graphs, geographic data, and available technology tools to interpret and draw conclusions about social, economic, and environmental issues in modern societies and regions. Okay, and then unit still is Asia. Statement of inquiry, governance throughout time and place impacts expression. Okay, so let's do a quick no starter. We're going to begin and complete 122. Y'all check that in your digital notebook. Begin 123, Japan nuke map scenarios, and then the ticket out the door is what we'll finish with. Your asynchronous work is to continue, not complete, but continue 123 Japan nuke map scenarios, okay? Let's review real quick on the digital notebook, y'all. Now remember, the digital notebook, your username is your ID number at cms.k12.nc.us. It is not student. Okay, so don't use student, please. And then your password is year, month, day. So you may have issues getting into your digital notebook for the first time, getting back into it today, okay? So give that a try. And then let me know, okay, if it doesn't work, okay? All right, so again, your username for your digital notebook is just your ID number at cms.k12.nc.us, okay? And then your password is year, month, day. Okay, let's continue on here. Everybody go to page 122 in your digital notebook. It should look like this. Y'all should see it on the screen, okay? For those in the classroom, you're going to need earbuds. I hope you have earbuds. If not, make sure you're bringing them in the future, okay? This is a short video, to the point, okay? I want you to watch the video, and I want you to just kind of just jot down some notes as you're watching the video here. I divided the video up in the 2 parts here in the digital notebook. Just take notes the first couple minutes, okay, of what's going on, and then the second to 4th minute, just so you can chunk up your notes there on page 122. And here's what you're going to do. Okay, you're actually going to take this, and it's going to give you a grade right away. You are going to watch this video, okay, about the dropping of an atomic bomb on Hiroshima, Japan, okay? And I want you just to watch that video, okay? And then answer the 3 questions. Each question is worth 2.5 points, okay, as you watch that video. Here's the deal. If you feel like, look at those questions. If you feel like you didn't understand it, or you don't have that information, rewatch it. I'm going to give y'all, I don't know how long, okay? I don't know how long, maybe 7 minutes or so. It's not too information. It's not overload when it comes to information, okay? All right, so everybody go ahead and begin that now. Watch that video. You'll see it in Canvas. Take that quiz as you're watching the video, please. Okay, again, in the classroom, if you have earbuds, go ahead and use those now. But everybody go ahead and begin. And, I'll give you 7 to 10 minutes, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, thank you. All right, so let's move on to 123, please. 123. There's nothing there. All right, y'all go in your digital notebook. to 123. 123, and that will explain everything that we're doing, y'all. Okay, you should have it 123, and I will update that as well. But here's the deal with 123. Okay, so we're talking about weapons of mass destruction. We're talking about like nuclear weapons. The two bombs that the United States dropped on Japan that forced Japan to surrender in World War II. Okay, we're talking about those bombs. We're talking about bombs that other countries have tested, have the ability to use on other countries, the bombs that we have the ability to use on other countries. We're talking about that, and we're going to evaluate and look and analyze on what's the impact that these bombs can have on a country, the world, people, everybody. Okay, so that's what we're looking at here. So I got 3 scenarios on 123. Okay, scenario 1, 2, and 3. And I need you to make sure that you thoroughly follow these directions and answer those questions as best as you can. So let's look at scenario 1. It is August 1945, and World War II has been raging on since 1935. President Harry Truman of the United States has a decision to make, and he just became the president because the previous president had just died. Okay. Not of an assassination or anything like that, but died of health conditions. Okay. So he has a decision to make. He just became the president not long ago. Japan has this almost like never surrender attitude. He has a decision to make. Should he send in more troops to Japan to continue the fight, possibly sacrificing American lives, or drop an atomic bomb on this country to quickly cause them to give up or hope that they give up? Okay. Harry Truman makes the hard decision, and he ends up dropping the bomb instead of sacrificing more American soldiers. So I want everybody right now, click on this link. Click on this link right here to answer the questions related to the bombing of Hiroshima. So click on that link, and everybody should be taken to this website right now. Okay? All right? You probably look super zoomed in here. I'm going to zoom out. All right? Okay. Now, everybody should be there. Let me know if you're having issues getting there, please. Let me know if you're having issues getting there. And I'm going to toggle back and forth between these two, the directions and this website. Okay. All right. Sorry. Here we go. All right. So now we follow these directions, and I'm going to do this as well on my screen. On the drop-down menu, select Hiroshima 1945. It's towards the bottom of the menu. So go over here. Okay. Drag the marker to wherever you'd like to target. We're clicking there, and we're going down to the bottom. Everybody go there now. Hiroshima, Japan, 1945. Click on that, please. And you'll be taken to a map that is of this city in Japan. Okay? All right, everybody make sure you follow that step, please. Then let's do the next step. Next step. On the second drop-down menu, select Little Boy, which is the bomb that was dropped on Hiroshima. Okay, so right here, you can select a preset. You got all these bombs that we know of that exist. You got this one right here is the one that was dropped on Hiroshima. Little Boy, okay? The 2 bombs that were dropped were called Little Boy and Fat Man. Okay, the one Fat Man was dropped on Nagasaki. Little Boy was dropped on Hiroshima. Click on that, please. All right. Now go back to the directions. Make sure that airburst is selected and both casualties and radioactive fallout are checked. Right here's where you go. See that? Airburst is checked. Okay. Click on casualties, radioactive fallout, please. All right. Then we'll come back. All right, here we go. And the next step, click detonate and analyze the map using the following questions. So now we're going to come back here, and we're going to detonate this bomb and see, using this map, the impact. Okay? And we can complete a lot of this together. Now, again, these are estimated fatalities and estimated injuries. Okay? But let's look here. And then we got, this is our map. This is where the bomb was dropped. and we see an estimated amount of just the impact based on these colors here. I'm going to zoom in. Okay. All right. There we go. A little bit better. Now, let's answer some of these questions, please. And y'all can put this stuff in the chat too if you'd like. How many fatalities, how many deaths occurred after the bombing? Okay, go ahead. You feel free to put in the chat, put your answer there on the digital notebook, share out loud if you'd like. Okay. Yeah, good. So if we look here, okay, with this bomb, and 96,280 fatalities. Okay. All right. So make sure you put that in there, please. And let's look at the next one. How many injuries, right? Go ahead, put in the chat, share out loud. Okay. What y'all got? Okay. Yeah, good, good. Got some private messages in the chat. So we look at that total number of injuries, 155,230. Estimated number of injuries. Okay. All right. Let's continue the next one. What was the heavy blast damage radius? And what happened to the people in that area? So if we look, I'm gonna look at our key here. Okay. All right. Heavy blast damage radius. What did that reach? Like 340 meters. Okay. That heavy blast damage radius is like right in the middle of it. At 20 psi, okay, which is like pounds per square inch, heavily built concrete buildings are severely damaged or demolished. Fatalities approach 100%. So just about everybody dies in that area. Okay. So take a look. So optimal height of the burst to maximize this effect is 450 meters. So we got about 340 meters. Okay. That's that center area here. That is the heavy blast. Oh no, the fireball radius is there. So it's like the pinkish color. Yeah, look where, once you highlight, once you go over that circle, you'll see that area. So right here, the red circle. Okay. All right. So again, that's 340 meters out. 340 meters out. Okay. Y'all ready for me to move on still? Y'all with me? Okay. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's go back. All right. What happens to the buildings in the heavy blast damage radius? Okay. Answer that question, please, if you have not done so. And again, in order to answer that question, you can read the description. Heavy blast damage radius. Heavily built concrete buildings are severely damaged or demolished. Basically, everything is destroyed. Okay. All right. Oh my goodness. Y'all see this right here, the fireball radius? Anything inside the fireball is effectively vaporized. Like done. There are stories of people's shadows, people being like vaporized, killed, but their shadows are like still there. Like that was in the video. Wasn't that in the video? The shadow part? Yeah. Oh my goodness. Whew. All right. And then here, what was the radius of thermal radiation and what would happen to those people in that zone? Let's go here. Thermal radiation. Right here. Right? Let's zoom out. You see that? The entire zone, it goes white. It's okay. So everything within there. 3rd degree burns extend throughout the layers of skin and are often painless because they destroy the pain nerves. They can cause severe scarring or disablement and can require amputation. 100% probability for third-degree burns at this. Okay, yield is whatever that stands for there. Right? Okay. All right, so go ahead and explain that. And as you answer that question, and you can see again that white, this area, the circle turns white. Okay, when you get to that area. Okay. We got the light blast damage radius as well, extends out 4.5 kilometers, which is 2. I clicked on that. Y'all see how that worked? You click on the kilometers, it'll change. So out almost 3 miles is the light radius. Thermal radiation radius is 1 mile. 1 mile for moderate blast radius. Okay. All right. All right, y'all. Any questions on how to do this? Any questions on how to do this? Okay. If not, I want you to continue now. Okay. Again, your asynchronous work is to continue this assignment, not to complete it. If you can complete it, great. If you cannot, we're going to give you a little bit of time to continue it tomorrow and to complete it tomorrow. Okay, but let's look at this next scenario. It is 2017, and that's when actually we created this. I could change that to 2021. And relations between North Korea and the United States have become strained. Kim Jong-un has threatened to launch a nuclear weapon at the United States and chose to attack Charlotte, North Carolina. This is a scenario, y'all. Okay, this is a scenario. But now you can type in Charlotte. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's look at this. Okay, go up here. We're gonna type in Charlotte, North Carolina, and hit go. All right. All right. All right. Then we're gonna go down to, what did it say? Which one? The largest one. Let's go back. Look at that question. Select North Korean weapon tested 2017. Let's see what they tested in 2017. Okay. Right. Where is it, y'all? North Korea. Here you go. North Korean weapon tested in 2017. Okay. It's an estimated 150 kilotons. Okay. Airburst is selected. Casualties, radioactive fallout. Click detonate. And here we go. This is what would happen to our city. This is what would happen to Charlotte, to us, if this occurred, if the use of this nuclear weapon occurred on Charlotte, North Carolina. Okay, so your job is to answer these questions. What's the number of estimated fatalities? And what circle or zone is Piedmont Middle School? Based on your answer, what would happen to the building and people here? What would happen to us? What would happen to our school? Find your home on the map. What circle or zone does it fall into? And after seeing the impact of this weapon on your own city, how does this make you view the use of nuclear weapons on enemies? Okay. And then scenario 3. Okay. You're going to do the same thing following those directions. But look at number 2 here. Okay. Number 2 says, India decides to fire their most advanced weapon on Islamabad, Pakistan. What are the total number killed and casualties taken during this strike? So this is asking you to determine, so Pakistan uses a weapon and then India retaliates, okay? So take a look, and it doesn't go through the directions on how to do that one. You're going to have to figure that out, okay? Choose Islamabad, find India's most advanced weapon, and click detonate and see what happens there to help you answer those questions, all right? Okay. That is something you can do for asynchronous work. It is not required for you to finish that, but I would honestly, I would go ahead and do that. Okay, and answer those questions thoroughly, please. But let's go to Ticket Out the Door. Everybody go to Ticket Out the Door, please. And then we'll shut things down. Okay. All right. Go ahead and answer those questions now. Objective. Make sure I changed it. Yeah. All right. I did. Good. It's updated. It's accurate. Okay. All right. go ahead and complete that. Now, make sure you look at the summary page. Give you a little hint here. It's not this one, complete 122 Japan video, because we already did that. That was our synchronous work. Look at what your asynchronous work is, please, and then submit that quiz, y'all. Okay? All right, thank you.